Hello, my beautiful peeps, and welcome to my first episode of The Bedroom Business. I'm Aztry, just a woman figuring it out just like you. I'm a coach, teacher, entrepreneur, storyteller, and this channel is for the real ones. The ones who started, stopped, and started again. The ones building something from scratch in their rooms, garages, cars, classrooms. I see you because I am you. I was raised in Spanish Harlem 157, Riverside and Broadway. We called it the Heights, the real Heights, that is, where freestyle and house music played from open windows like Stevie B, TKA, Lisa, LL Cool J, Run DMCs were always on repeat. We skated, danced, and lived outside. That was the rhythm of my childhood culture, movement, and hustle. Breakdancing on cardboards, roller skating down the sidewalks. That energy, it's still me. It's how I move through business now with rhythm, creativity, and grit. My entrepreneurial story started right there. My mommy, she transformed her bedroom in my grandmother's apartment into a full-blown salon. Freshly licensed, no social media, and no seed funding. Just a vision, her hands, and unwavering faith. She connected a salon sink to the bathroom, installed a giant mirror, and brought a stylish chair. And just like that, the room became her sanctuary and her storefront. Customers came in weary and walked out renewed. I watched it happen over and over again. That was my first business school. The smell of relaxer cream, the low hum of hair dryers, customers laughing, venting, and coming alive. Mommy didn't just style hair, she uplifted spirits. And without knowing it, she was planting a purpose inside of me. You don't forget where you come from. You carry it. You build on it. While she was working, she made sure I was learning. Private schools, Catholic schools, education, it was a non-negotiable. But my after-school activities, they weren't sports or video games. I was sweeping hair, learning how to greet customers, and taking mental notes on how she handled tough clients. In Florida, she opened another salon in Hialeah, and I kept going. From the city to the bayous, that hustle stayed consistent. Cleaning, answering phones, managing the schedule, washing hair. I didn't realize it then, but I was learning leadership, marketing, and time management, the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. It wasn't just about what she said, it was what she did. And what she did taught me this. Business isn't something you clock in and clock out of. It becomes who you are, and I've been walking in it ever since. At 26, I started my own official business. It wasn't beauty and it wasn't service. It was in accounts receivables. A totally different field, but the same drive. I wanted to do something on my own. No gatekeepers, no ceilings, no waiting for permission. Now let's keep it real. I made a lot of rookie mistakes. I underpriced myself. I overpromised, didn't track my money the way that I should have, and trusted people who hadn't earned it. But every one of those mistakes, they taught me. Every misstep gave me wisdom I couldn't get from a book. And when I had to close the doors on that chapter, it hurt, but it didn't define me. Because failure isn't final, it's just feedback. That business ending gave me the blueprint for how to begin again with clarity, courage, and a smarter strategy. Years later, I ended up launching another business. This time, it was a partnership, a vehicle transport company. It worked for a while, but when the partnership ended, the business went with it. I won't sugarcoat it at all. That was one of the hardest seasons of my life. I was grieving the loss of the partnership and a mission at the same time. It felt like I was losing the version of myself that I had worked so hard to become. But in the dark, I heard this quiet reminder: get up. This isn't how your story ends. So I moved. I packed up my life and moved to a new state. I moved emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. I stopped asking for validation and started chasing my vision. And this time, I did it for me. That's when purpose started showing up in new ways. First, my apparel brand, I Am a Gift from God. That phrase came from an old business name, but now it carries new weight and it's a declaration. This gift that I carry, this ability to lead and teach and uplift others, that's not just talent, that's God. And I believe that you have that gift too. Something in you that's not random, not ordinary, but divinely assigned. Then came the devotional, a prayer journal I wrote and released on January 1st, 2025, right at the stroke of midnight. Not because I needed a product, but because I needed a reset, a way to put my journey into words and remind others that God is still writing that story. But here's the moment where everything clicked. It was my birthday in 2020 when COVID hit, and I took a masterclass with my best friend and mentor, Andy Enriquez. The title, Show Up for Your Life. And let me tell you, that class did something to me. Andy didn't just talk about storytelling and marketing my business. He talked about purpose, about owning your story, about the power of showing up fully, even when you feel broken, lost, or unqualified. He taught me that storytelling isn't just sharing facts, it's about unlocking freedom for somebody else. That lesson reminded me everything I've walked through wasn't just about me. It was preparing me to lead others who are walking through the same fire. So here I am, in my own version of that Spanish Harlem bedroom. But now, I've got a mic, a message, and a mission. The bedroom business is more than a title. It's a mindset. It's about creating something meaningful from the place that you're in right now. No fancy office. No funding. Just faith and follow through. Whether you're in your car, your kitchen, your classroom, or on your couch, God can work through your space, your now, your today. On this channel, you'll get it all. Raw stories, real lessons, wins, L's, pivots, and praise breaks. I'll share classroom moments, business strategies, and spiritual breakthroughs, and all the in-betweens. Some days, I'll teach you what I taught my students. Other days, I'll just share what I'm still learning. But no matter what, I'll be real, relevant, and rooted in purpose. So, if you're a dreamer, a doer, a starter, a restarter, this is the space for you. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and let me know in the comments, what's your bedroom business? What are you building in this season? Because one thing I know for sure is that tough times don't last, but business-minded, faith-filled people do. Let's build, let's grow, and let's get to work together. And don't forget my peeps. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you next week.